Welcome back to another day's 132, week 3. Let's see. Once the discussions are going good, everything looks real good with those. Let's see. Evaluating two fish and blowfish, pros and cons of that. What else was there? There was. I just finished reading them. Broken Shaw 1. Diffie-Hellman. It's interesting as you take these farther up the chain and start to take computer forensics courses and security courses in general, you start to see that we have to start to use more complicated ways of hash values in order to avoid collisions. Because, say, if we were in, I guess, law enforcement, and we said, hey, look, this file is 100% legitimate. We can prove this by providing a hash for it. A counter argument could be, is that hash authentic for that file? Is that file authentic based on your hash algorithm? And many of you saw that we can duplicate hashes by similar documents having the same hash. I mean, they could be completely two different documents. I shouldn't say similar documents. Two completely different documents creating the same hash, which then in court, the argument can be used to say, hey, look, this document is not legit. There's a hash value that matches this out there in the world, so there's no way to identify that the information pulled from the computer is actually the original. I don't want to say original, is unique, providing that this hash value is also unique. Let's see, when we get into labs this week, OpenPuff usually causes an issue. Let's go back here. OpenPuff usually causes an issue on forgetting passwords. The password itself, make sure you write that down. I'll recommend through this whole project or through this whole class that you use your phone and take pictures of passwords instead of writing down. Yeah, so OpenPuff's another one of these guys that'll get you if you do not write that password down or just take a picture of it. 3.2, running RSFA cipher demonstration. This one's a real cool one. You get to impersonate being two people and making sure that the keys do work, which is pretty cool. A little hands-on exercise. 3.3, hands-on project. Using a GUI hash generator for comparing digests. This one's awesome. You get to do it on your home computer. The one thing that goes wrong here is looking for the table in the correct area. I recommend doing everything in your root C drive. That way you're able to find it, which doesn't look like it's a problem here. But if you do have your virtual machine, I'd place most of the stuff at the root of C, just because it's a little bit easier to find it when you're trying to do command line prompt. Using Microsoft EFS, this is an important one to know. Not a lot of people encrypt their files at home, but this is basically just a starting point where an individual can take that security and add a layer to their home security by saying, hey, look, these are my important documents. I'm going to encrypt these and turn an EFS on, whether it's like a NAS network area saving point storage or something of that nature, or just a local drive. And I believe that's it. We don't do 3.5, yeah, so we do 3.4. The exercises this week are a little bit quicker. If you do have a problem with any of the exercises, make sure you take a picture. Don't waste a whole bunch of time on it, and just say, hey, look, this was a picture. Once again, Cengage does a good job in trying to accommodate all platforms of browsers and computers, but there can be errors sometimes. So just be aware of that. Currently, too, I'm having to manually enter the grades from MindTap. So if there is an error on my part, please let me know. I'll gladly change that error. Hopefully they're working on getting that fixed. I just sent a few emails out. Got an email that there was an error with the DreamSpark accounts that should be fixed now. Everybody should be able to log into their DreamSpark accounts download Workstation 14, get that to Windows 10 educational ISO downloaded. And in case a few of you notice that you may be running Windows 10 Home for school, it'd probably be, especially pursuing a networking degree, probably be more optimal getting that Windows 10 ISO on your laptop, making sure it supports it first, and then getting that Windows 10 64-bit ISO on there. Basically, the difference between Home, Pro, and Educational is the features allowed. Feel free to compare and contrast all the different levels. That's one thing you can definitely do as you look towards pursuing a degree in networking, database, or cybersecurity, even cloud. And I think that'll be it. There'll be probably one more video this weekend, and that'll be all.